version.
And it was a window into a window.
This is not really a place for the artist to come. Actually, it's a strange situation to be here as an artist in the place where
there is no artist, because the artists have been replaced by the image of the artists.
The artists are not needed anymore because the product is there. So here we are kind of infiltrating.
So we're
into the area where one's not needed anymore.
We're acting as the artists in the space where there are no artists.
We're representing them, the live art.
But we're also props. Or stand-ins, mimicking the actions, as we do in front of our video Mise en Abyme. And these relics are our object instruments, and it's a body of work that we developed to make noises, to extend on our bodies so that we could become superhumans. Because fashion isn't just about fashion. Fashion should be about politics, about freedom. In the end, it should be a question.
Here's the integrated blackout.
Because we were having technical difficulties in that moment in the bookstore.
We just want to make sure that it looks live.
But electricity doesn't matter. Because with the object instruments, they run on battery that's solar powered because they're sustainable, fashionable objects, extensions of the body, fashionable technology.
Fashionable technology, or gadgets. If you want to be mean, you can call it gadgets.
But that word was developed by a woman. Her name is Sabina Seymour.
Gadgets, and if you want to be nice, you can call it relics. Relics, the object, instruments, objectifying, and also assistance for performance. Because what it is about is performance. The performance that takes place in the present, but because you don't know what's going to happen, it touches on the future that just happened, that we don't know even how to categorize sometimes, because the theory and the definitions actually happen after the fact of the act.
And that's why we created our own archive, to archive our own pieces of so-called fashionable technology. And they're pieces that have integrated microphones, nanotubes, the highest of technology that goes so fast, it goes way too fast.
It's so seducing, the technology, because that's also how you feel the future, is through the amazing inventions. It's like playing God. God, religion, eroticism, art, all mixed together into the pieces. Pieces what were once started as called body art, a lot to do with nature, and the nature disappeared, and the machines took over the controlling of the body, contortions and amplifications and accidents. And how through things, the hindrances have actually ended up as a positive.
Or a sculpture.
It worked sometimes.
But a piece of art you can't actually buy because there's no commercial value.
No, it was holding us down.
Yeah, like a weight.
And the problems became the content. Content, you shouldn't worry about it. Don't worry about the levels. The levels and the uncomfortableness.
Because it's a process. It's never about it's about the unfinished piece.
But it's feeling then.
Yeah.
The gap.
And maybe it helps other people to finish pieces.
The loneliness. The angst. Death. And life. And the splitting of the cells, and the time, and retro. And I think that's the next chapter that we're moving into, is the language of the moving, the subtle, guess also because performance art is something that is in its teenage stages, that it didn't develop into full adult yet, and that's why performance art is, for us, one of the mediums that we can work with and use, and also, it's not so occupied, so one can jump into it and still do so much. And interestingly enough,
it's about breaking the rules.
Marina Abramovich also claiming now performance art in the last few weeks here in Milano, that actually maybe it's almost hit, maybe it's even in its 20s now. It's sobering up. After the ecstasy, after the decadence, after the loneliness, after the isolation. Retro, trends, Russian. Build your trolls
With these simple sounds,
propelled
like cold shadows moving slowly through the highlight suburban streets, overtaking, moving, dodging fast, passing under,
hit by another object.
flying highways.
Catch up if you can. Performance at your heels. Taking over, the relics are left over. They're brought to the super art market. Enjoy the relics. Performance, happening, nudity, and creation. Part 2.
Milan Abyme is an expression that explains the image that get into the image, and is normally used for cinema critique or also for literature critique. In art is more used expression Drost effect, where again an image is into the image, into the image, into the image until the resolution allowed. It is the doppelganger effect. Are you looking for infinity?
We are looking for an infinity. We're also looking for a new identity. Playing on a stage, playing music, you discover a new image. Then 3 years later, you begin to imitate the image. You become the Milan Abyme, show after show.
Chicken Speed is a leading-edge multimedia art collective blurring the lines between art, music, fashion, design, video, new media, performance and craft. This is how you are being described as collective. At the same time, blurring the boundary between art and fashion. For example, I would like to quote Gertrude Stein's expression, a rose is a rose is a rose. And I would like to ask you if a buttonhole is a buttonhole is a buttonhole.
A cigar sometimes looks like more than a cigar. Fashion isn't everything, and everything is fashion.
Desine sine sira, il cuor vile sediche perdutum, tucas tu crepe ones un ere capilati cuniculate, figlie fini fine, one opaca quel danuca ti brada, ed esiria de picras tus urinas. En mi reino, Simon, mi son todos lo que estan, ni estan todos lo que son, danuca ti brada, ed esiria de picras tus urinas. This was the sentence that the devil said to Simon from the desert at the top of his plinth. Did you met the devil, and what told you?
The devil is a lot smarter than we think. The devil can show you a lot more.
Come on.
25%.
For what? No. 10%.
You have to tell us that works. You know it has to be 25%. He's a very important client.
Yeah, but you're the one that taught me never more than 10%, Olivia.
That's why. But you know when it's a very important